East Hartford, Connecticut, home to the UConn Huskies, where basketball has a championship pedigree and there's plenty of enthusiasm for football as well. We've got a sensational matchup for you. Fans have been filing in and getting ready for this game. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on the UConn Huskies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Catch in the middle, it's Porter. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. UConn quick to the line.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum.
He lets one fly deep. Snags it inside the 20. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. Another first down. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Maldonado. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. He wants it all. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? Take it off the board and back it up. This penalty will wipe away the touchdown. Off the play fake. Bringing the heat. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And it's right down the boulevard. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And they don't get 7 on that opening drive, but they get 3. And this place is rocking. Night games are always so loud, so obnoxious, and these fans, they get something to cheer about with that first offensive possession.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Rebels offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on, they punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. The Rebels want to crank the tempo.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
On the ground, it's Flowers. Breaks into the open. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. And the Rebels are on the move.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. 4 receivers set, 2 on each side on 2nd and 8. They'll run play action. Uncorks one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop it 4 yards short of the marker. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker will stay on the sideline, and the offense will try to convert on 4th down. Intercepted! They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And I tell you what, when defenses play zone, all eyes are on the quarterback. You have a zone to drop to, but you're setting on the quarterback, reading his eyes. Great job by the defense, understanding the ball was coming out, breaks on the football, goes and makes the INT.
UConn going back to work on offense. So they've put up some early points, and now to build on this 3-0 lead. Off play action on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Gives it on the option. They make the stop right at the 34-yard line, standing tall to keep them from converting on 3rd down. 4th down coming. The kick is on its way. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So we'll see this offense make its way out to start the drive. Oh, what a move. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the run. Defense uses the sideline there, and he gets it into plus territory at the 49.
At the 49-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking downfield on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. The quarterback's a little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Had to get rid of it quickly. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Rebels will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. They'll put the ball in play from their own 30-yard line. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
He'll be oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Running wide open down the gut of the field. Touchdown, Rebels. And they turn it into a defensive score.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 7-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Cal is ahead in this one, but unlike the days of Aaron Rodgers, this has not been a blowout today in Berkeley. They're up by 7 over BYU. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. UConn quick to the line.
Nice job by this defense, pinning their ears back, getting to the quarterback, creating the sack. But look at this offense. They aren't deterred. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They're going to go right back to him on first down. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Back to pass. Fires to the wideout. Fires it incomplete. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. He's looking downfield to throw. He's got an open man. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. This UConn offense really has it going.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, UConn. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all.
UConn 10, Coyotes 7.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Give to the back. Runs through a tackle. Oh, he's got, and runs through another one. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. And the Rebels come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. They're going to ride this running back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. The Rebels will hustle to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts one down the sideline. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Rebels decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No return possible on this one. It goes out of bounds, and they'll mark it right around the 30-yard line. The UConn offense goes back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. The Huskies can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it again. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. He lobs one high down the left side. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. UConn comes to the line after getting another first down. Leaves it with the running back. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover. There is little that warms the heart of a defender like a strip sack. Even better if you get the ball.
And I like the awareness of this defender on the play because he knew he might not actually get to the quarterback and make the hit, but he was able to still swat away, use those long arms to create the turnover.
And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
From the gun, running back gets the give. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Rebels are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Going right to work up top. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Using his legs, it's Maldonado. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Off play action. A little release to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And the defense got it. Touchdown, Rebels! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're up 14-10. And score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on 1st down. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it in slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He'll try to pop the draw. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He's got him.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Here's the pressure. Trying to escape and get it himself. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Punt is in the air. And that is textbook instructional video. Out of bounds right around the goal line. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, a first half that saw a little bit of everything there in East Hartford. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Rentschler Field.
And the Huskies will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They'll open the second half on the ground. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. The Rebels come to the line in the hurry-up.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry-up, defense has to be ready.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Gets the back moving. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Finds him out of the backfield. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's fourth down. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. That leg is staying loose, already the 5th kick of the night. Fair catch is called for in the midst of all this rain. Just concentrate on one thing, making the catch. On the move, it's Maldonado. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Using that running game to bludgeon forward, he's got 4 down to the 35. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. They get him down, but he does pick up 3 to the 32-yard line. The Huskies come to the line on third and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Turning it on! They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. UConn comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Huskies! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, week to week, you just never know, which is why we're here with an update. UNLV is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you just never know. They're trailing by 10 to Arizona State.
Use the play fake, now to throw. He lets it fly.
We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll keep it himself. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
UConn going back to work on offense. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Puts it out of the air. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Now on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. They love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of a field. Touchdown, UConn! Fit it in the window for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be brought down. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. The give from the gun. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on second and 2. The Rebels in the hurry-up.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry-up.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 1 to the 22. He'll pull it on the read. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. He's got his man across the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
And the defense, got him at the 27.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
The Rebels have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's second and a mile. Looking to fire. Get it out on the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not. Breaks into the open. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on fourth. Now the play fake. Lofts one deep down the right side. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds. Ready to fire from the pistol. The give to the back. And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9. Inside a minute to go here in the third. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Finds his tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. UConn will have to punt it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. Leaves it with the back. He breaks a tackle. Runs ahead and powers his way for 4 yards out to the 30. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Give to the running back. And brought down. Looks as if that's how we'll end the third. That's the end of the period, and UConn has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
We've seen this defensive end make a lot of plays. In the run game, he's setting the edge. He's forcing the football to go back inside, but he's not a one-trick pony. He can also get out of his stance, use his hands, and use his speed to beat offensive tackles and get to the QB.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Bringing it back. He's at the top. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Huskies.
And that just might do it, man. Offense needed points badly. Defense comes up with the big interception, takes it all the way back just to pad their lead a little bit and make this game almost out of reach.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. This time on target. building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? And the Rebels want to move quickly.
Brings up second down.
To the air on second down. Got a little space. They make the stop. Not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down.
Third down coming.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. And here's the third interception of the night.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
The UConn offense goes back to work. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
And the Huskies trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Got a man, it's Fareed. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. UConn will have to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play, just outside the 20. And now this offense will take the field again. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. This one's complete. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. They turn to the passing game on third and short. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Rebels headed quickly to the line. With all those receivers in the game, you might think they were getting ready to try to take a big shot. Instead, just efficiently moving the chains.
Yeah, you got all that speed. It scares the mess out of me. I might give you more of a cushion, especially in some areas where you're going to get good matchups of safeties or linebackers on receivers. Nice execution by the offense, getting the free first down.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Snagged in the middle, it's Beal. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's first and 10. Wants to throw again. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Motion from the back. Gonna sling it on second down. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Leaves it with the back. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Backing up and backing up on the first 2 plays, now to try to throw it in drive on 3rd down. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Number 12 in punt formation to kick it away.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
Now, I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.